Kadosh Boker Or Bekiim Bahalacha. This is going to be the second day of the special project, which is going to be still Siman Nun Vav, which is 56, which we're still speaking about Kaddish Yatom. So it says over here in Halacha 46, Kaddish Yatom, to save a parent from Gehinam. After a parent passes away, the sons can help to save him or her from punishments of Gehinam, to elevate the parent's soul to higher levels of Gan Eden. They can accomplish this by reciting the Kadish and Hechal, and by saying the Haftarah after the reading of the Torah. And this is what the Gemara teaches in Sanhedrin. Daf Kuf Bet Amud Bet, a son can pass a spiritual merit to his father, which means the son will come and give a merit to the father. Here in number 432, it says, see the preface of the section of the Siman that Rabbi cited in the Mikabtziel. He says that teaching that by reciting the Kadish after saying Tehillim, we receive the strongest protection against attacks by demons. And for this reason, anyone who's in the year of mourning over a parent should regularly attend a group of saying Tehillim and say Kadish afterwards. And the Kesher Gudal, he comes and he says that Kadish recited after Tehillim is effective in providing the parent protection from angels who would otherwise administer punishment. So here we see the importance of Tehillim, Kadish after Tehillim. Okay? 47. What about several mourners reciting Kadish in unison? According to the custom of Sephardic Jews, if several members of a congregation need to recite Kadish for the benefit of the departed soul, they may all recite it together. In some Ashkenazi communities, the custom is only one person to say it at a time, and the Ashkenazi poskim created a halachic hierarchy, giving one person precedence over the others, in hope of preventing arguments who's going to say the Kadish. Nowadays, many Ashkenazi communities have discarded this practice, and several people may recite the Kadish together as well. If several people are reciting Kadish together, they must all take care to recite it in unison. It is incorrect for one person to say it at a fast pace while another person in a slower pace, as mentioned above in Halacha 15. Anyone who hopes to maximize, right, the benefit of the deceased parent gains from his Kadish should take care to observe these rules. Meaning, don't start running one person forward, one person backwards, this, that. Do it all at the same time. 433. The traditional Ashkenazic practice is described the response of the Rabbeinu Moshe means the Magen Avraham and the Rachonim including Mishabra. The Kemach Solat asserted that all rules regarding the hierarchy for saying Kadish do not apply to Sephardic communities, since our custom is for all the mourners in the synagogue to recite Kadish together. So it makes no difference why or what, whether it's for a father, a mother, other relatives, there's no difference. No one gets upset over the fact that he's not the only one saying Kadish. The Sdei Chemed concur with this ruling as well, citing the response of the Rana, that it makes no difference whether one person says Kadish for the benefit of the souls of several deceased souls, or if different people recite on behalf of each soul. Likewise, the Kabbalim Sofer testified that in Sephardic congregations accept the practice for a number of people to say Kadish, and therefore there's no machloket. Rav Yaakov Emdin also wrote, I'm not going to bother giving all the details regarding the precedents of the Kadish, although they are found in literature of the Ashkenazi Poskim, since the entire issue of the matter is a custom. The practice of Sephardic Jews is to permit everybody doing it. It's far superior and makes things much simpler and free of machloket. So this is Rav Yaakov Emden, the Yavetz, coming and telling us such a thing as well. The Yeshno Chalim side in Divrei Geret described the situation as follows. The mitzvot and good deeds that a person performs after his parents passes away are far more helpful to them than the mourner's Kaddish. The Kaddish was instituted mainly for the sake of children who have not yet reached the age of mitzvot. My hair stands on end when I see conflict occurring in the synagogue because of the Kaddish. One person insists that he has a precedence for every Kaddish. Another person suggests drawing lots. Then, before anyone gives the rabbi a chance even to give his opinion, someone jumps ahead and quickly recites the Kaddish before anyone takes away from him. So no one can really hear him and to respond, so that at the end, no one responds at all. Now that we have established a superior custom in our communities that everyone says it together, all of this disappeared. So imagine how much of free things have been saved from this. The response of Binyan Tzidon extolled the practice of allowing all the mourners to say Kadish in unison, testifying that otherwise the synagogue would be filled with machloket, and therefore you can have problems even with physically, getting involved in the synagogues. So therefore he says also the same thing. The Chadam Sofer also testified that he instituted the practice of yeshiva, so all of them were able to say in unison. Nevertheless, the Binyan Tzidon still defended the right to uphold the tradition of the Ashkenazic Jews, and he says that at the end of the day, that the people that are sinners are going to fall and stumble. But Ashkenazic Jews cannot adopt the custom of Sephardic Jews, since Sephardic Jews recite all the prayers in unison at the same pace. The Ashkenazic Jews were not accustomed to it. So both the Binyan Sion and also the Shai also commented that we must not take example from the personal practice of the Khatam Sofer. Even so, in many of today's Ashkenazi communities, the practice was to do like the Sephardic Jews as well. And he repeated a warning that people should do to their best to say Kadish in unison. Okay, but if you're going to be in an Ashkenazi Jews, or Letzion said that a Sephardic Jew in an Ashkenazi congregation, where the custom is to allow only one person saying it, he should follow the practice and avoid machloket. Meaning that a person shouldn't just come to another Bet Knesset and start causing machlokot and doing different things. He has to follow the custom of that place as well. Have a wonderful day.